that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sports Jazz, Josh and Isaac, still on Chelsea. Yeah, Josh, we're still looking at how Maresca has improved Chelsea drastically, how things have changed. You can see, I mean, he has his brains over, on some big wins like the 6-2 away against Wolves. Were they away? Yeah, 6-2 away. Then the home win 4-2 against Brighton. We also see the 3-0 against West Ham. That was a very beautiful game, by the way. I myself, whoever watched that game, thought West Ham was going to make an impact. But I was so impressed, so impressed. And I like how they play. I mean, he plays a quick possession-based style.
Exactly.
Very, very, yeah, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And that very note, yeah, Josh, hold on a minute. On that very note, let's look at Chelsea's style of play right now. The adaptation. You are going to explain how Maresca plays that quick ball possession style of football.
Yeah. There are a couple of things that have changed about Chelsea, but I don't think that Maresca's style of play has totally been ingrained in the players that he has. But at least he has seen the players that he has chosen to work with and chosen the best style. The best style of play,
and the players have not let him down. By the way,
he can use at the time, and you can commend the players because I think the winning ethos that he picked on along the way is the one that is pushing the players. Because if he has told you that there are no passengers at Chelsea and everyone has to put in a really big shift, and the players have not disappointed him, they're all putting in a shift. Which is a very good thing to see. But the presence of Wesley Fofana and Levi Colwill at the back in place of Thiago Silva has given Chelsea at least an edge or a different approach to how they used to play. Last season, you would see that maybe Thiago Silva will hog the ball for way too long. It would take even about 2 minutes on the ball. He's not passing it. He's not carrying the ball forward, but he's just scanning all over the pitch, and they're wasting a bit of time there. But right now, it is very quick. I mean, Colwill gets the ball. He passes it really quickly. Cucurella wants to go forward, and Gusto. I mean, they have brilliant players, and the best of their players are up front. But let's not forget that they have very, very, very good fullbacks. For me, I rate Gusto very highly. And
by the way, they have very good fullbacks, Josh.
Yeah. I rate Gusto very highly. Fofana. And Marco Cucurella is a decent player. Then Reece James is been out all season, but Reece James,
their captain.
If he can remain fit, he's such a good player for that side. But
and Colwill, what do you think about Colwill?
Colwill is comfortable on the ball. Is a bit quick. He has some recovery pace on him, which is also the case for Wesley Fofana. So it helps that they can.
I like Fofana's passion. Have you seen Fofana play?
That passion cuts through the whole of Chelsea.
Yeah.
That passion cuts through the whole of Chelsea right now.
Of the butcher, Alessandro Martinez. They have a lot in common. I like Wesley Fofana's passion when he clears the ball, when he makes the tackle, when he wins possession, when off the ball, he's so great. He's incredible. The energy he puts into command, and his fellow defenders, the back line, it's impressive.
Yeah, it's very impressive. You see, the first thing that he did, Enzo Maresca, when he came to Chelsea in the opener, he played Cole Palmer on the right-hand side. I mean, that was a very, very, very big mistake, which he found out very quickly. And I like the fact that when he realized that
he listened to the fans, he listened to the critics.
No,
he doesn't. He's not egoistic. He doesn't have that.
He doesn't have to listen to the fans. Come on,
manager.
He's a manager.
Who you criticize and does the same thing tomorrow and tomorrow, even if he loses.
A guy behind the desk is not going to tell the manager what to do, and the manager does it. I mean, Enzo Maresca himself tried it out, but it didn't work. Then he knew that the best position for the boy was the position that he has always played at Chelsea, because he had flourished. So in the first place, it was a mistake that he made, but I like the fact that he quickly snapped out of it and brought the boy back in his most favored position, and the boy is flourishing. I mean, he's the jewel in the crown at Chelsea. He's floating, he glides very well. I mean, he's just that player. He's that player.
While you're
Actually,
sharing,
for a guy.
everyone.
No, Cole Palmer is that player. He reminds you of Eden Hazard at Chelsea.
We are
because
Josh. We are going to
Eden
come
Hazard,
to Cole
because
Palmer. I mean,
we are here now. Eden Hazard was that player that gave you flashes of brilliance every now and sorry, not just flashes of brilliance, but who took the game by the scruff of the neck. And Cole Palmer now is that player. He can do that.
Josh.
Oh,
Josh. Briefly, just before Cole Palmer, there's another player that I forget, or rather that I think we're forgetting, and he also deserves players, and that's the keeper Sanchez. The turnaround for Sanchez, Josh.
Yeah, he has good reflexes, but I've never really rated him as a very good.
I'm not saying I'm really rating him, but after the display, after his display this season, I think he's been incredible. He's done. He's had a very huge improvement, and all shout outs and kudos to Maresca.
Yeah, he has always had that in his game. I mean, he has very good reflexes, and he saves. When you don't think that he has a right to save. But I didn't think that Enzo Maresca would pick him over Petrovic, because I didn't think that he commanded his area very well, nor was he very good playing the ball from the back. And Enzo Maresca will want to play the ball from the back. But since the manager chose him, since the manager chose him, I think the manager saw it in him that he could learn and start to do this thing.
Which is amazing, by the way, very, very amazing. And while we're still talking about, or while we're still on Chelsea's style of play, Josh, let's go to their midfield, where we see, you've talked about Lavia, but we see Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, the Ecuadorian Caicedo. It looks like the two are I didn't like, at one point, I didn't like, I don't know, in one of the games, Enzo was played slightly higher. And it turned out, I think that's the same game when he played Cole Palmer on the right?
Yeah, that was the Man City game. And you see the manager was trying to find out where these players can play, because at that time, Romeo Lavia was fit and he was playing football. So, I mean, Romeo Lavia, for me, is the best of the midfielders at Chelsea.
He's very good. But I don't see him playing ahead of Caicedo and Fernandez.
If he was fitter, he would play ahead of both of them, because the qualities that he has, the other two combined would not even match him. But they all give something to the team, and Caicedo brings a bit of steel in that midfield. I mean, he started out not so great, but this is his second season, and maybe he's feeling much more at home. And things are coming alive for him, because he has even managed to get, I think, 2 assists already this season from a deeper position. And Enzo Fernandez has been brought back to pivot with Caicedo, which is a familiar position for him and easier for him to play football. But I think if Romeo Lavia is fit, I mean, I don't know how you don't play Romeo Lavia.
I like him, but I don't see him playing ahead of Caicedo and Enzo. And by the way, they're all, I know the manager maybe also likes, but there's a way he likes these two. He likes Enzo, by the way. Why? So that you remember that whole scenario after the Copa America? Was it the Copa America? He made him his
captain.
Yeah, it was the Copa America. He made him his captain, because remember, James is injured. So he made him his captain amidst whatever was happening after those songs. I mean, the songs that were labeled racist, calling out French players. Yet even
They
France
were not
wasn't part
just
of Copa
labeled racist,
America.
they were racist.
Yet rather the French players or the French national team wasn't part of the. They were in Euros. The other one's completely a different tournament. That is
But
in
then
South
what do you
America, the
do?
Copa America.
What
But I like how he handled it. I think they
I
had a
don't like how
one-on-one
we
with the
had
player. The player apologized to his fellow players.
absolute rubbish, absolute
They forgave
rubbish,
him. They forgave
absolute
him,
rubbish.
gave him the armband just to boost him. And here we are now. He's playing so good. Everything is in the past, Josh. Everyone has moved on. He's playing so good.
Nah, that was whatever he did is unforgivable, and you cannot say that everything is in the past. I mean, we do know what he did, and we do know the type of person that he is. But then, if you're Enzo Maresca, what do you do? Because you're a manager at a football club, you have this talented footballer, and you need him in your squad. So, are you going to put your arm around him, or you're going to scold him for something that was not part of you at the time? Because he was not playing for Chelsea, he was playing for Argentina. So you leave it to FIFA and the authorities to deal with it, and you just put your arm around your player, and you hope that he gives you the best, which Enzo Fernandez has rewarded the manager for the trust that he has given him.
Oh yes, he has rewarded him. No doubt about that. Yeah, Josh. I mean, you talked about Madueke and Sancho. You also talked about. No, let's talk about Sancho. Let's talk about Sancho just briefly. Do you like? I mean, it's like he's also. By the way, that's why I'm saying it. I mean, it's all coming to light that Maresca is a good coach. See how he has handled Sancho. He's performing. He's providing assists. He looks a player who's back to life. I mean, I know he's hating. By the way, he's hating on United. He deleted everything that connects him to United from all his social media platforms. All of them. You only see Dortmund and Chelsea. You saw even the message he put out when he crossed over from United to Chelsea. It's just something very brief. Ain't you impressed that Maresca has accommodated him? He looks a rejuvenated player. He truly looks like a new signing.
Does he?
Yeah, Josh. According to what I mean, the stats.
According to the media, what it tells you. Because
Josh,
okay,
he's provided an assist in every game.
Tell me
the
reason.
Threat.
Can I ask you? Tell me the reason he was. Tell me the reason he was handed the Man of the Match award after Christophe Nkoku scored a goal.
Well,
that
maybe
won
it's because,
the game.
Yeah, it's
because he left Man United for Chelsea.
No, Josh,
As
that
in
is
not because he was the man of the match, was he?
But he provided an assist, right? He played so good. He played so. I know someone, Josh. We've seen people being defended. Rather, we've seen people. Josh, we've seen people that have won the Man of the Match. I mean, whatever it is.
In a 1-0 game
that have scored.
In a 1-0 game, when the both of you came off the bench, come on.
You're about to say the system is rigged.
No, it is not rigged. As in, I don't have to just say that the system is rigged. I mean, there is an agenda for the reasons they do the things that they do. It is clearly there. You can see why it was done.
There you go, guys. You go, everyone that is watching.
Thanks to Ineos, I mean, they're not having their day.
Once again, guys, thank you.
If you tell me that Aya Sancho is exceptional, his what? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I didn't say that, Josh, but I'm saying he looks revived.
What does he look?
In the few games he has played,
that's what he looked at.
He looks happy. He looks a happy player. What?
That's what he looked at United.
No. He sucked at United.
Are you saying that he never?
I'm not saying he's a player to look out for. But so far from what I've watched,
are you saying he never managed 7 assists?
Well, in a season? Maybe in a season, correct? But yeah, we are just 8 games into the season, and he already has 3 assists. And mind you, he didn't play some of the games. No, 3.
Okay, he has a Man of the Match.
Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, guys. Let's move on. Let's move
But the
on.
thing that I did tell you about
Josh is
Jadon
clowning
Sancho.
Sancho. Yeah,
No, the thing that I did tell you about Jadon Sancho and the reason that maybe he's found a good place because maybe the environment has enabled him to find that good space. First of all, Jadon Sancho, at least from what you've heard from the interview of Benny McCarthy, there was really a big miscommunication during his time at Man United, and Sancho always snuck out to go to London to be closer to his family. Those are things that is indiscipline. You cannot put up with such rubbish. You
correct. That
understand?
is
So it
indiscipline.
is good. Yeah, it is good that now he's in London. He's closer to his family. So maybe it works for him and it has given him a new lease of life and a purpose to play his football. But I don't understand how he sneaks out to go to London while at Manchester United and he stays in Dortmund and does not sneak out to come back to England. So that
Man,
is just indiscipline from the player. And I know that, yeah, I wish him well. I wish him well at Chelsea. I hope that because he's still a Man United player. I hope that they give him a good home
well,
and
it's an
they,
obligation to buy, so they have to pay, right?
yeah, he's still a Man United player. I hope that he does well and we cash in on him. I don't
Yeah,
even
I
mind if
also
he's
want
the
him
top
anyway.
scorer
To
of
be
the
honest,
league. I don't mind. I don't mind. Let him
man,
be at Chelsea.
man, you're such a hate. Thank you so
No,
much for tuning in,
I
everyone.
just cannot
Let's
understand a
proceed.
footballer who has all that talent but does not want to play. There are people with much less talent who give their lives to play football, but they're never good enough. And then you're gifted with all this natural
So,
ability, but
Josh, in other words, you're saying Sancho is not missed at Old Trafford at all, and you do
not at
not
all.
care whether he plays or he becomes a top scorer or leading assister
I would
or
want for
whatever.
him. I would even want for him to win the Ballon d'Or, so maybe Chelsea can give us 100 million for him.
And you wouldn't still care, man. You're
No,
such a
I
hater.
would care less. I would care
Yeah, you're
less.
such a hater. But I know most Man
I
United
don't.
fans do
I
not care
hate
at
to
all.
rely. I hate to rely on players who have that natural ability, but I can only have fanciful
He had a
thoughts about
great.
them.
He had a great. He had a great. Okay, I won't say great, but he had a good season last season in German BVB.
Yeah, but guess
Borussia
what?
Dortmund.
Guess
Remember,
what? The guys.
they went to the semifinals. Was it the
Yes,
semifinals of UCL?
yes, yes.
Mm,
And for me, I don't understand the people who kept saying that Sancho is really having a good season at Dortmund and he has done this. He has assisted in the semi-final. He has scored a goal here. Those are things that he used to do even at Man United. But it would just take him 10 games to give you that same thing for 3 games.
bro, you
I do
really
not
had.
want another Martial on my hands.
Oh God, there
Yeah,
you go. You go for the juggler.
another Martial on my hands, nowhere.